Okay, YouTube, we're going to try this again. This will be my second tape. As I was trying to explain in the first one, bear with me. This room is empty. This is one of the rooms that I'm redoing to do my studio in. So it is completely empty now. Been painting walls. As you can see, I got the walls painted all the way around. I've got a few pictures I want to hang around. I got a big old Gadsden flag I want to hang back up here. I'm gonna try to do it nice. I won't do the big old, it's a 3x5 flag, and I'm gonna try to build a frame for it, but I want to interchange it where I can change it to the United States flag, to the North Carolina flag, to, different things in it. So it's not the same old thing all the time. So, but anyway, bear with me. Like I say, I got everything cleaned out. I got the walls painted. I've got to go back and do the trim, and then I'll put my floor coverings down, and then I'll start moving my furniture and stuff that I've got to go in here. Actually bought a computer to set up in here to stay and things of that nature. So anyway, we're getting there. But anyway, hadn't been on here in a long time. I apologize for that. Been kind of busy. Been a lot of things going on. So bear with me. Last thing I was talking about was evolution. Now I've got one guy that keeps interchanging with me, keeps sending me messages, and we had not a real long, but sort of a lengthy conversation the other night. He doesn't believe in creation, and he basically told me that I did not understand what the word theory meant. So I just politely asked him to give me the definition of theory. So I get this paragraph, pretty lengthy paragraph, and all it talks about is science being a long-term how did he put it? Science is a long-term observation of change. Okay, basically, shortening it down, that's basically what he said. Well, I seen him something back, and I don't remember what it was, but anyway, he told me that he didn't pretty much believe in creation, he believes in evolution. So I asked him where we came from. Well, I get the same paragraph. Well, then I asked him if he believed we came from a rock. I get the same paragraph. Long-term observation. Okay. So I said, okay, so you believe man came from ape came from whatever, came from some creature to come out of the sea, that came from some micro life, that came from some soup, that came from some slime that came off a rock. I get the same paragraph. Same paragraph over and over and over and over. I keep getting the same paragraph. So I don't want to say that he's ignorant to it or he can't answer my questions because he don't know them. So I'm going to say that his computer is messed up and it just keeps, no matter what he tries to tell me, it just automatically repeats the same thing, repeats stuff. So I hope he gets his computer straightened out, and we can talk further, because I hate to think he kept sending me the same paragraph for every question I had for him. I'd hate to think that. All right, but this gets deep. I've been doing a lot of studying, and like I said, I haven't been on here in a while, but I've been doing a lot of studying, a lot of research on evolution and creation. And I'll be honest, I think it gets so deep that probably 85 to 95% of the people that watch this can't handle it. And you're thinking, well, what is there not to be able to handle? Well, let me put it like this. You need to do a lot of research. You Need to do a lot of background check, not so much background checks, but do a lot of research. I've been doing a lot of research on YouTube. I've been doing a lot of research through my Bible. I've been doing a lot of research through talking to other people. I talked a little bit in my last video about the Nephilims. I think that's something people can't understand. I don't think that most people could handle it. I don't think they could process it in their mind. I don't think it gets so intense and so deep that I don't think the average human person could handle processing it. Because if you're not really careful, forget creation, forget evolution, it's going to send you in the wrong direction. It's going to change your thought pattern on both. It'll sort of send you toward a third possibility. I'm telling you, it gets deep. Now, here's something I did run across the other night, and I'd like for you guys to look this man up. Now, if you go on your computer and just type in evolution versus God, a lot of different videos are going to come up, but this one particularly, I'd like for you to watch. The Way of the Master. Okay? Now that's his name. That's his YouTube name. The Way of the Master, all one word. He gives the definition of evolution. Now, I laugh. Now, he also gives illustrations of what he's saying. Any change in the habitat traits, or habitable, any change in the heritable traits within a population across generations. Okay, his examples. I don't have a picture, so you have to imagine this. He's talking about a badger. All right. A badger and a badger, male, female badger, get together. Okay? They create a baby. Okay? Now, the dad may have long claws, mom may have short claws. Okay? Dad's got fat feet, mom's got skinny feet. Okay? So their baby is going to get half the DNA pulled from its dad and half the DNA pulled from its mom. So the baby may get its dad's long claws, but it may take its mom's skinny feet. So now it's got a little bit of its mom, a little bit of its dad's trait, so it made the baby a little bit different than either one of them. Okay? Now he goes on to say that this baby will run across another one somewhere down the road, and it may have some different traits. It may have some long hairs on its ears. So they may have the short claws instead of the long claws like its mom, or it may have the long ones. But some of the babies may pick up the trait of the long hairs on its ears. So now you got a baby that's got the long claws, the skinny feet, or the fat feet, and hair on its ears. This is his definition of evolution. The offspring of any two picks up half the traits off of each one, makes one, and then it may mix with something else, and its traits change something else. But no matter how far he went down the line, a badger was a badger, was a badger, was a badger, was a badger, and still is a badger. Different traits, looks different, but it's still a badger. Now this is where a lot of people can't pick it up, because evolution says that we came from a species of monkey or ape. Not the apes that we see today. It was a different type of ape that evolved to the man. Okay, that's why monkeys are still here, because that type of monkey didn't evolve. We did. Well, Two things to look at. First of all, when God said He created man, He said what? He created man in His own image. Okay? So what does that mean? If God created us in His image, then what does that mean? 99% of the people in the world will tell you that He created us to look like Him. Well, see, that's the first misconception. God did not create us to look like Him. First of all, we have no idea what God looked like, and I don't think God has a physical body because God is spiritual. Which is something we can't understand because we've never experienced it. It's just like I just went through my mother dying. If your mother has never died, you can't sympathize with me because you don't know how I feel. Just like we don't know how God looks, so we can't assume that He created man to look like Him. So we've got to go back and figure out, how did God create us in His image if it wasn't looks? Well, if you read on down into the Bible, God says He created man for companionship. Okay? A breathing, self-thinking human. Spiritual human. Now that is the only thing from Adam to me that is the same. We were both spiritual. We both have a spirit. So therefore, I'm believing that God created us in His image, which was a thinking, spiritual being. Okay? Now, if you disagree with me, let me know. If you do agree with me, let me know. It's the only explanation I can come up with that makes sense. But still, over time, even with all the smartest scientists in the world, they cannot tell you where a type of animal, reptile, whatever, has created a different type. Now, we have all changed over the years. Our mom and dads, they don't look alike, so when they mix, it's two different DNA samples coming together to create a child. It's not hard to look at us back over what we know when photographs first started and see how we look different from the people did then. And we will continue to look different, but we will continue to be humans. We will never change or evolve or become something different. We are what we are. We are humans. That's it. Okay? Now, if you go back and you go reading through your Bible, and I know people say, oh, I read it from cover to cover and I didn't read that. Well, you need to pray to God. He'll open your eyes. All right? Because if you take, and it kind of skips around, you kind of got to pick up where one person was talking about something and you pick up where somebody else was at the same period of time and was looking at the same thing but was looking at it from a different view, then you start putting these pieces together because, it's like my dad said, you never take one person's opinion about anything. You've got to get a group opinion to get a rounded idea of what's going on. There were some strange things going on. When the flood came through, my gosh, what the things were going on and the changes that was made. People don't think about what happened during the flood. There were so many things that happened so fast and so many things that just changed everything. People don't never think about it. But you know, that's the problem, especially with people who believe in evolution. They don't know what they think. They believe what somebody else tells them. Seriously. Find anybody that believes in evolution and ask them, why do you believe what you believe, and see if it isn't because of what they heard somebody else say or what they read that somebody else said. That's why they believe it. Somebody else said it was true. That's it. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. This one's already longer than I wanted it to be. But hang in there. I'm going to get into this, and we're going to start dividing things up. We're going to talk about it a little more in depth. But this was just a few things to think about. And like I said, I hadn't been on here in a long time. But I'm starting to get things together, not just this room, but a lot of things we're starting to get together. So bear with me. We'll get some more of these things going, and we'll get a lot of stuff going on. I went to gun show yesterday. Got a couple of things to show you. I'll do that in a different video. But as always, play hard, play safe, don't play stupid. And if you believe in evolution, it's just like 2 other people I've told this week. If you'll let me know that you believe in evolution, I will pray for you. And I have 2 people this week. God bless.